Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for May 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, Monday through Thursday. Now, I am going to, when we get to the main readings, which this is not, this is just the introduction. When we get to the main readings, I am going to use my Radley Valentine decks, my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and my Guardian Angel cards. I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this introduction, and I will put the timestamp so that you can just bypass this. I hope you watch it at least one time, but this will be on all of the readings, the same introduction. Like I said, you can bypass it. I will be reading with my Waite Rider Tarot cards, and I will try to just pull one from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? It's a good thing for you to know your natal chart, and that way you can see, you can do cross readings or cross watching with your, your rising, ascending, moon, Jupiter. Jupiter is making some major changes on the 10th, and I've been talking about it. It is going into Aries season. This is where you're going to put your dreams and everything you've been wanting to work for, actually putting it out there. It will be there, I think, until like October-ish. Yeah, give or take. So this is, it's been in Pisces. Pisces has been dreamy. It's been making plans. Once it goes into Aries, it's really time for you to, just to put into motion those things that you've been thinking about, those things that you've been wanting to do. Now, we also have on the 10th, Mercury, which is in Gemini right now, going retrograde. Now, retrograde for Mercury, it usually goes retrograde 3 times a year. This time, it will go retrograde 4 times. I think that 4th one is December 30th or 31st, so it's like right at the change. Mercury, though, is a very fast energy, very fast movement. It's a lot has a lot to do with communication, your verbal, your speech. It has to do with electronics. Now, you can have problems with electronics when Mercury's not retrograde, but if you do need to buy something during retrograde, Mercury retrograde, make sure you get the warranty, okay? Or get the other protection that they put on it. A lot of people say to wait. I know that I'm always getting electrical shocks at the time when Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury retrograde again, remember Gemini air sign, so you could be hearing a lot of news. And again, Gemini can be very blunt and this is what you need to know. So, you could be hearing more news. People come back into your life. I look at this as a time when the universe tries to clear up and clean up a lot of the messes that we maybe have done in the natural. So it's the supernatural trying to clean out things or clean up things in the natural. Things that maybe, we were nudged to go right and we went left instead. So it's not always an easy time. It really does expand you and it does pull at you. But I have always been blessed in Mercury retrograde. Not necessarily felt it at the time, but when I can look back, it's like, I see the plan. I see it. Okay, so we have both of those things happening on the 10th. Now, I've been reading I follow people, and, I've been reading that some people were saying in the last day or two that the energies have been very still. And then I'm like, really? With that Uranus thing that just happened and all of that, I don't think so. And then I come to people that I really do follow a lot, and it's basically, nope, energies are still quite high. There's a lot of electromagnetic storms still happening. We do have that planet alignment. It's not as, tightened up as it will be on the 24th of June, but the planets are still working with each other. They're still talking. Okay, so our first one we have is a major arcana. Anything that is reversed has stronger message to me, so we're going to turn that over. So now and remember to watch the numbers. Numbers have meanings. So we have a 12. 12 is a 10 plus 2. 10 is transition, things moving forward. 2 is choices. It is crossroads. Now, the 0 of the 10, God, source energy, 1, new beginnings. You can add it all together. It becomes a 3. 3 is a very magical, very mystical number. The power of 3. You say something, do something 3 times. Very strong energy with that. Also celebration and creativity. Now, the Hanged Man in itself, the basic is just look at things differently. You don't have to, you don't have to do the same old, same old. But part of the Hanged Man is also submitting to whatever is going on in that supernatural realm, and just knowing that higher power will be, whatever all this is. It may not necessarily feel comfortable, but it's basically getting us ready for some bigger changes. Okay, so the Hanged Man is you look at things differently, yes, but be at peace as you do this. Be at peace as you wait. Be at peace as things start to transition. Okay? So let's go on. Well, let's cut the cards now and see what we have. I do have to thank people. I've been getting donations to my channel. I really want to thank you that do that. Some have gone through that super chat stuff, and I really don't know really what to do with that, but I thank you. I think, because I see that, and I thank you. Thank you. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. So there is something going on this week that we have to kind of let happen. We have to kind of see beyond what's going on with what, I kind of feel like with this Hanged Man, it's kind of like things aren't exactly as they appear. They are not as they appear. And we have to have some peace at this. We have to have some trust. We have to look beyond and look beneath the surface. So that could mean that there's going to be some wild stuff happening. But again, we have to be at peace. And again, things aren't the way they appear. Okay, let's see what this one has. The High Priestess, again, reversed. We have that 2. We have the 2, again, decisions, crossroads, choices. Now, the High Priestess, the thing about the Major Arcana is our journey through, it's the Fool's journey, which is our journey through the universal energies. The High Priestess is really coming to terms that there are a lot of things that we just don't know. The High Priestess is an oracle energy. It is reaching up, meditation, asking, hey, can you help me? Is there anything I really need to know? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm kind of at this crossroad. And, and just having that channeling energy that, with higher power or whoever that is for you. Could be your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors even. So, to me, it's my higher power. So if I say that, just know it's to whoever that is for you. So it's asking, what am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to know anything? Now, the High Priestess will only give you what you need to know for that time. I once asked, higher power, you give me this precognition, you give me this, why don't I know more or a little bit more definition to this? And basically the message came that said, if I gave you more, in which I've been getting more, but if I gave it all to you now, you wouldn't get out of bed. You wouldn't be able to cope. So the High Priestess is here to say, you'll get what you need as you need it. And so between these two, there is a lot of trust energy, but it's also a lot of trust in the supernatural energy here. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, well, I love this one. This is a 10. Again, that 10 energy. Transition, 1, new beginning, 0, God source energy. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles is our earth energy. It is our Taurus. We are definitely in Taurus. We have Virgo, also Capricorn. Remember, Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto, destruction, death, but then comes to a point where there is transformation. So there is something with that Pluto coming on. We've been through a lot of the destruction, a lot of the death. So now let's go into that transformation time. Let's go into that rebirth time also. But that's not necessarily what this is all about. The 10, the 10 of Pentacles is happy home, happy life, that even if we don't understand it, our needs are met. But also, too, sometimes it is okay to ask for something beyond just our needs. Sometimes we need to have a little bit of a sign. Sometimes we need to have a little bit of a comfort. So there is a little bit of our wants being met with the 10 of Pentacles also. Okay? I mean, it's really, you have child, man, woman, elderly, you have the animals, and things are all in a good spot, in a good place. So there's a lot of things that we may not understand this week. We may not, we're just going to have to come to a kind of a type of acceptance. We have to accept what spiritually we're being given, what intuitively we're being given. That Hanged Man, though, is really telling me, there's more going on. There's more going on than meets the physical eye. There is more going on in the spiritual realm, okay? But this is the physical realm, and this says everything will be okay for us, which a lot of times we need to know that. I mean, I need to know that. So let's see what we have. And these are our universal energies right here. So let's see what we have with the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. And let's ask Higher Power for the week of May 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. What do we have here? Just feel like I need to shuffle a little more. Okay, that's a good one. I like to cut. Like I said, 3, power of 3. Let's see. Okay, again, reversed. We have a 7. 7 is a divine number. I always say it's the divine umbrella. Sometimes it's divine intervention. A lot of times it's divine interference. It's kind of like, no, but I wanted to go there. Wrong answer, wrong door. And puts, it may not necessarily feel divine, but it puts you on the right track. And again, it's one of those things that you look back on and you go, now I can see why. Now, the crown chakras are energy sources. There are, people talk mostly about the 7 main ones, but there's chakras all over your body. And there's even some chakras outside of your body, too. The crown chakra is a supernatural chakra. It is at the top. It is that beautiful transcendent, it's the violets, that beautiful type of energy there. And I look at it as, I look at it as the, almost like an escalator. The set of escalators going up and going down at the same, they're right next to each other. It's communication with your higher power. It's communication with whoever that is that communicates with you. Now, I do love the crown chakra when I'm doing Reiki and I'm working on, the chakra energies. I don't necessarily see them, but I can feel them. I can feel their colors. I can feel their whatever. And it feels like when I'm working on it, like cut crystal, the crown chakra especially. And you can almost hear it. Well, I can hear it, feel it hum when it's in a good place. So the crown chakra, connecting with higher power, and being in a good place, and basically there's a lot of spirituality energy here. Again, the Hanged Man is look beneath the surfaces. If it, don't believe things at face value. I'm really getting that. Things will turn out better than we even hoped. Again, connect with your higher power. Okay? Interesting stuff. Again, we have Mercury Retrograde. And yet, did I tell you this, that Mercury right now, I was reading somebody saying that Mercury is, and I'm doing this on what date? Friday the 6th, that it's unusually still right now. What does that mean? I don't know, but it's unusually still. Anyway, if we have that, we have Mercury, Jupiter. Interesting times that we live in. Okay. Take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. I really appreciate that you do. It really helps keep me on, so I really thank you for that. Okay, why don't we, is there anything else I need to say? Why don't we start our videos now? And hello to my sweet Scorpios. How are you, my darlings? Well, let us see what this week has for you. Now, we're coming to that full moon. And it will be, your full moon, and it's going to be that eclipse, so it's going to be an extremely powerful, more powerful than normal full moon. So let's see, and to make sure we're getting closer and closer. What is it going to be, the 15th, 16th? Some areas, I think for the United States, Eastern time, I think it's going to be the 16th, but it could be the 15th, 16th. So get ready to start releasing, relinquishing, and requesting. Okay, let's see what this week has. Higher power, what do you have for my Scorpios? What can we tell them? Here we go. Here we go. That was close. I kind of get this picture of, whew, that was close. Okay. Anyway, let's see what we've got. All three are reversed. First card is the King of Gabriel. Look at the big picture. Don't concentrate on the small stuff. Look at your goals. Look at how you got to where you're at. Do not concentrate on those tiny little details that just that distract you from moving, distract you from, doing what it is you need to do. So King's underlying energy is air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, Mercury retrograde in Gemini. Thought process is the King of Swords, the King of Air, is very linear in his thinking, very, very much right, wrong, very legalistic. Now we bring that energy with the King of Gabriel. Gabriel is our fire energy. It is our Leo, Sagittarius, and it is our Aries. Jupiter and Aries, passionate, burning, determined. So while the King of Gabriel has that linear, has that way of looking at things on the legalistic side, he now brings it wider. He brings the passion. He brings the life to this, okay? And so what the King of Gabriel is really saying is, stop looking at those little details and concentrate on your outcome. Concentrate on where you want to be. There is more happening than just these little steps, okay? So here we go. The King of Gabriel is generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. So the passion is really what's going to push you. Don't worry about, well, how am I going to get there? Just keep your eyes focused. Go. Just, go. Genuine concern for others. So the King of Gabriel actually has a very caring heart too. Reversed again, the Seven of Michael. So there's between the King of Gabriel and the Seven of Michael. So 7 is divine number. We've talked about that. Michael, air energy. We've talked about that. There is something that says you've got to look bigger than your little whatever. Oh, your little day planner. Okay, I don't know who. You have to look bigger because there's more. There's better. There's much more for you. You have to look and see, where do I want to be? So this feels like it's a week of major planning, major changes, major decisions to kind of, and again, the King of Gabriel is like, don't be afraid to make some changes in your life. Don't be afraid. If you want to be here, don't be afraid to make that leap, because the Seven of Michael is saying, yeah, there's more. There's more for you out there. Okay? There's a better way. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. Now, your last one. The Nine of Michael. Oh, the nine. Let's wrap it up. Let's let things go. Okay? Tie it up. The Nine of Michael is like, oh my gosh, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this. Let things go. You can only control you. You can't control others. There's many things that will happen that just will happen, but you can control how you react to things, okay? That's what you can control. Let things go, because there's more happening. And again, this Nine of Michael is the kind of stuff that gets you focused on those little details, which you're not supposed to be focused on. So there is angst here. There is mental angst here. And the King of Gabriel's kind of like, come on, Scorpio, let's just get going. Let's just do this stuff. Let's just get things done. There's life and adventure out there. And that Knight of Michael is like, oh, is there? Is there? Yes. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. They do not help you get over the hill. You know, they do not help you move on. The feelings of regret, guilt, or worry. Let's see now. Guardian angels, what can you help my Scorpios with? What can you tell my Scorpios? Let's see, what can my Scorpios, because that King of Gabriel has so many ideas, so many pathways. You know, that Seven of Michael says there's something better for you. And the King of Gabriel, come on, follow me. Let's do this. Let's do this. But the Nine of Michael, oh. But remember, nines are, let's wrap this up. You have everything you need. Okay, let's go on here. So, what do we have here for my Scorpios? Four of Thought. Again, you have that air energy, so you're thinking too much. You're thinking too much. Four has stability, leadership, organization, okay? Spend time in nature, listening for guidance from your angels. So you're internalizing too much. You need to be looking outward instead of inwards. And okay, but well, it does say from your angels and your inner voice, well, but not thinking so much. Because overanalyzing, this is the message, overanalyzing the situation won't provide the answers you're seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. You know, connect with your higher power. Connect with whoever that is to you. But overanalyzing things too much, a couple of things. One is there's something called stinking thinking, and the other is paralysis by analysis, meaning, you know, you're thinking so much that you don't make up, you can't move. You just can't move. So, and that King of Gabriel is all jazzed up, wants to keep going and saying, come on, let's go and do this. So, you've got some angst. There's some angst here, my Scorpios. Let's see what we've got here. What crystal or energy would be helpful for my Scorpios? Here we go. Green Aventurine. I like this one. Well, I like them all, but good luck, prosperity, new opportunities, heart healing. So don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, my Scorpios. You can do that because that King of Gabriel's like, come on, let's do this. This is fun. Okay. Take a moment, my Scorpios. Please like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Scorpios, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.